was in the middle of recording a video. But then I thought to myself, I can't just wait for this to get up on YouTube. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come live and debunk these casuals. So, people want to say that, how do I say this? People want to say, people want to do. People want to say that LSU disrespected the national anthem. And I'm not trying to be biased, but they did not. Alright? Hear me out. I'm not saying that they don't deserve blame. Don't take that the wrong way. They do deserve some blame. But hear me out. As a guy who gives himself to the Lord, what I've learned, to never judge someone. Alright? And look, I'm not saying that LSU don't deserve blame for this. I'm not saying that. I'm not. But are you gonna tell me that after one incident, now all of a sudden LSU, there's bad people on that team? Are you crazy? Like, look, I understand, but you gotta hear them out. You always want to say that those are excuses. If you were late to work and you know you had a reason to be late, but you got fired, how would that make you feel? How would that make you feel? Not good, right? You wouldn't want that happening to you? Like, just because they didn't go out for one time, which you don't know what the reason was. You don't know what the reason was for. It could have been, it could have been that they were trying to be disrespectful. But it also could have been them, how do I say this? Bro, how do I say this? I'm trying to find a way to say this. Hold on. Alright. So, look. Hear me out. Colin Kaepernick, and I'm not trying to get political. That man took knees on the NFL field during the anthem. But people still want him back in the NFL. You see, I don't ever like getting political on my channel. But now, it's gotten personal. It's gotten personal. You know why I think they're coming after LSU like this? Do you want to know why? I think, look, I'm not trying to say what I'm about to say. I think race has to do with this. I think race has to do with this. Because you see, when it comes to basketball, you're so focused on the game that yes, people are allowed to forget things. People are allowed to forget things. That doesn't make them right. I know. I understand. I've been in that circumstance before. But are you trying to tell me, because of one incident, now LSU's just a bad team, bad program, our coach sucks? That is disgusting behavior. That is disgusting behavior. How you think like that. You think like that. That is disgusting, bro. Come on now. You're better than that. Bro. I just don't understand. If Caitlin Clark and her team would have forgot to come out, y'all been like, it's fine, they'll come out the next time. But when Angel Reese and LSU forgets, now we got a problem. And you might be like, Mike, you're the only one saying this. Last year, when LSU beat Iowa's butt, when that happened, Caitlin Clark was doing all that taunting. But when Angel Reese did that taunting, it was all. She's now a terrible person. So you see, when this national anthem controversy came up, I didn't look too much into it. But why are we so quick to judge? You always want to defend the national anthem, but you're disrespecting the national anthem by judging. When you judge, that hurts the Lord. So enough with how they're trying to disrespect the national anthem. Look, I know that they are wrong, or I don't say that. I know that they deserve some blame. But are you seriously telling me that if you were late to work because of a circumstance, then now you would say you're a terrible person? Because you know that you could have been there on time if you had those circumstances to get there? But no, we're just going to say that LSU's a bad program because of one incident. One. But Colin Kaepernick, when he was freaking kneeling on the damn field, people want him back in the NFL. So you cannot tell me that this is not a race issue. You cannot tell me that this is not a race issue. You can't tell me that. Look, I don't like to get political on my channel, but this offended me just as much as it offended you. You see, when it comes down to this, there's one man who can judge, and that is the Lord. Can I get an amen in the chat? But now all of a sudden, Angel Reese, she's terrible. Everybody else on the team, they're all terrible. Because they were doing a routine. Yeah, I know. You might make the argument how, like, they could have heard the anthem. And they could have came out. You don't know what goes on in the locker room. Some of y'all don't even play basketball. Bro, coming from somebody who plays basketball, who's played the sport, I know how it gets. I know how it gets. You don't. Amen, but hasn't she been involved in a controversy before? I don't know. You talking about Angel Reese? Yes, because she was taunting when Caitlin Clark was taunting. So look, you can say all of this of how Angel Reese is now the villain. Look, I like being the villain personally. But, you see, I've been in some controversies before. But you know what I've learned from that? Is that people make mistakes, right? That does not mean that you can't learn from mistakes, dummies. And look, I'm not calling nobody a dummy. But when you personally attack, that disrespects the man above. I think that's a commandment. Like, I don't have the 10 Commandments memorized, but I'm pretty sure that's a commandment. That's something, I think one of them has something to do with don't judge. But you see, the Lord wouldn't want you to judge. So why are you judging? Like, what gives you the right? Okay? I know you win some, you lose some. But this national anthem, look, I'm appreciative of this great country. But are you seriously gonna tell me that because they didn't come out of for the anthem now, they're all terrible people? Angel, she's terrible. The coach, she's terrible. The team, they're all terrible. Bruh, stop it. Okay? You wouldn't want somebody coming after you if you missed work. You wouldn't want that to happen. They could have lost track of time. Because this was an anticipated game, they could have lost time. It happens. It comes with the territory. So shut it. I think a lot of people just try and make it a headline because they're black. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. You see, when Caitlin Clark was doing all that taunting, bravo. But when Angel Reese taunted back at her, she's ghetto. That is classless. She's a terrible basketball player. Be humble. I guarantee you, if Iowa, because they are mostly white, and I don't like getting involved with race on my channel. This is like the only time I'm going to do this. I guarantee you, if Iowa didn't come out for the anthem, it'll be like, alright, they'll just come out for the anthem. But when LSU does on bad, and you know what? I don't even think it's just a racist thing. I think it's also a Louisiana thing. The Saints, they can't do nothing wrong. Pelicans, nothing wrong. LSU, nothing wrong. People keep going after Zion's weight. LSU not coming out for the anthem. LSU's taunting. The Saints cry over penalties. People just hate us. I don't know why. And if you don't agree with me, I'm not forcing you to agree with me. You can disagree with me. I don't care. I am going to say my opinions on my show. So, you can come, you can say all these things about LSU's a terrible program. But let me ask you this. Colin Kaepernick. Some of these people want him back in the NFL. He did nothing wrong. Nothing. I guarantee you, if the Kansas City Chiefs did not come out for that national anthem for the Super Bowl, it's alright. It's alright. Look, one thing I don't do, I don't deny greatness. Caitlin Clark, she's a phenomenal basketball player. What up, Jerry? Caitlin Clark's a phenomenal basketball player. But if she wouldn't have came out for the national anthem, y'all would be not... I can't even talk because I'm so mad. Nothing. Nothing. No comment. None. No comment. But since Angel Reese and her team didn't come out, alright, now we gotta blow this out of proportion. But if you were late to work and they were calling you a villain, how would you react? Look, there's two sides to every story. I give myself up to the Lord. So when you say this, it offends me. I'm pretty sure that's a commandment. Don't judge. Okay? In fact, what time is it on? Alright, 6:34. Alright, but then, yeah. So, that's what I gotta say. I might go on for like 5 more minutes. If y'all have any questions, don't be afraid to share. I'm not coming after any opinions. But look, I think this is a race issue. I think this is a race issue. And hear me out. When Colin Kaepernick knelt during the anthem, people want him back in the NFL. But when LSU forgets to come out, and look, once again, I am not saying that they don't deserve blame. But when LSU does not come out to the anthem, now they're just a terrible program. Come on now, we gotta be fair. Y'all focus about the national anthem, but yeah, you're disrespecting it by judging. Y'all some hypocrites, man. One thing you'll never see me do is be a hypocrite. I will stick by my argument unless something changes. I mean, is that enough said? But let me know your thoughts. Like I said, I had to stop my video recording because, like, nah, I gotta take this live because I cannot wait for this to come out. But yeah. So if y'all got any questions, leave them. Leave them down. But all right. I'm gonna go now. You can look for my show tonight. You can always find me here and at New Orleans Things About Streams, and I am out.